turned it off.
Okay.
Because it was like the only thing spotlighting on the stage.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Also, when you're done with the leads, please put that on.
Oh yeah.
So that the next speaker knows to.
Okay. Perfect.
Ani wapa benese quen jishnakas mehangan donum constance like and dunchapa. I'll be singing the turtle song, the Mikanak song, and it's a song of prayer that will be for the good things that you do going forward on your journey. So, chimikwech, nishin kinawea, congratulations, graduates.
Merci beaucoup, Haley Miigwech. Please be seated, s'il vous plaît, vous asseoir. Welcome, everyone, to Laurentian University's Spring 2025 Convocation. We gather to celebrate the successes of our graduates who will receive their degrees today after many years of hard work. Bienvenue à la collation des grades du printemps 2025, ici à l'Université Laurentienne. Vous participez aujourd'hui à une journée importante de notre histoire. Nous célébrons avec nos nouveaux diplômés et nos nouvelles diplômées leur travail acharné de ces dernières années lors de cette cérémonie de collation des grades. En fait, cette année est tout à fait spéciale car la Laurentienne célèbre son 65e anniversaire. Even more special this year, we're celebrating Laurentian's 65th anniversary. At this time, I would invite Dominique Baudry, Associate Vice President, Indigenous Programs, to come to the podium.
Ani, good morning, bonjour. Dominic, Indigenous, we come Donjba, AVP Academic and Indigenous Programs, Montpin Dunkita, Laurentian University. Good afternoon to you all. Congratulations to our class of 2025. My work here at Laurentian is to make sure that we move forward with truth and reconciliation calls to action, as well as the tricultural mandate. So those are significant parts of the work that I do. And part of that is to ensure that when we have formal events like convocations, we try to use as much Anishinaabe First Nations culture as we can, as well as the Anishinaabe language. So I would like to do the land acknowledgement in the Anishinaabe language for you this afternoon. So this is the land acknowledgement. Kakegan Wamdana, Ake Gabishud Bendagwak, Robinson Huron, Nak de Gewin, Oda 1850. Meanwhile, Ginwam Danda, Laurentian, Chickanomage Gamek, Gewi Tak Manpi, Gadak Kimena, a Tikamek Shing and National Beck. The Bendagwak, meanwhile, Chiodeno, Sudbury. Meanwhile, Gewi, the Bendagwak, Wanapete, and National King. Gichipi 10 mana and a National Beck. Ganakita, Ra, Wewena, Manpi Laurentian, Chickanomage Gamgong, Debwa, when meanwhile. Menadop Nagewin. Naki Nadamage Makwatag Ziwin. Miigwech. So that's your land acknowledgement. I'd like to close with a cheer. Go Oilers, go. Run it back to Canada.
Miigwech, Dominic. Always good to have a neutral crowd. We'd like to begin our ceremony today by acknowledging the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. I'm actually doing the English version and then the French version of what Dominic's land acknowledgement was. We also further recognize that Laurentian University is located on the traditional lands of the Atikamekw and Anishinaabeg First Nations, and that the city of Greater Sudbury also includes the traditional lands of the Wanapete First Nation. We extend our deepest respect to Indigenous peoples. As a sign of our continued relationship, we will support Laurentian University's Truth and Reconciliation Task Force recommendations. Nous désirons débuter cette cérémonie en reconnaissant le traité Robinson-Huron de 1850. Il importe aussi de souligner que l'Université Laurentienne se trouve sur les terres traditionnelles des Premières Nations d'Atikamekw et Anishinaabeg et que la ville du Grand Sudbury comprend également celle de la Première Nation de Wanapete. Nous tenons à exprimer notre profond respect à tous les peuples autochtones et comme signe de notre relation suivie avec eux, appuieront les recommandations émises par le groupe de travail sur la vérité et la réconciliation de l'Université Laurentienne. On my right, to your left, is the Eagle Staff. The Eagle Staff is a sacred symbol in First Nation culture and also serves as a territorial demarcation symbol of the area and homeland for First Nations. The Laurentian University Eagle Staff is made from diamond willow, copper, and grandfather stones, signifying honesty and representing the achievements, integrity, and honor of our community. This powerful staff reflects strength, freedom, and spiritual guidance, connecting us to the Creator. In ceremony, it embodies community prayers and aspirations, serving as a reminder of the bond between the community, the Creator, and nature. In Anishinaabe culture, the Eagle Staff also signifies various spiritual entities and healing practices and is a revered symbol of cultural tradition and community identity. As part of the Anishinaabe protocol, the Eagle Staff is usually present to formalize significant events like today's ceremony. Le gourdin de l'aigle est un symbole sacré dans la culture des Premières Nations et sert également de symbole de démarcation territoriale de la région et de la patrie. Le gourdin de l'aigle de l'Université Laurentienne est fait de saules diamantés, de cuivre et de pierre de grand-père, ce qui signifie l'honnêteté et représente les réalisations, l'intégrité et l'honneur de notre communauté. Ce gourdin puissant reflète la force, la liberté et les conseils spirituels qui nous relient au Créateur. Lors des cérémonies, il incarne les prières et les aspirations de la communauté, rappelant le lien entre la communauté, le Créateur et la nature. Dans la culture anishinaabe, le gourdin d'aigle représente également diverses entités spirituelles et pratiques de guérison et constitue un symbole vénéré de la tradition culturelle et de l'identité de la communauté. Dans le cadre du protocole anishinaabe, le gourdin d'aigle est généralement présent pour officialiser des événements importants, comme la cérémonie d'aujourd'hui. Je suis heureux de me présenter, je me nomme Serge Demers et j'ai le privilège d'être vice-recteur associé et secrétaire général ici à l'Université Laurentienne. Aujourd'hui, je serai votre maître de cérémonie. I'm pleased to be your master of ceremony. My name is Serge Demers, and my regular day job is as associate vice president and registrar here at Laurentian. I'm required here to provide a few rules of engagement, as I call them, for this ceremony. This is indeed a very special occasion, one that you'll want to capture in memories, through memories, but also more permanently with pictures. C'est en fait une occasion spéciale dont on veut se souvenir, et la meilleure façon de le faire sera de l'immémorialiser en photo. Nous vous demandons toutefois de respecter le décorum de la collation des grades, et comme par le passé, pas d'autoportrait, pas d'accessoires ni d'invités ne seront permis sur scène. As with ceremonies in the past, you're asked to respect the decorum of convocation. Therefore, no selfies, no props, nor guests will be permitted on stage. We also ask the paparazzi, but more particularly the subspecies of mamarazzis, to not cross the blue ropes that are installed down the walkways so that the graduates can access the stage. Note that we do take our time, and you will have an opportunity to capture the moment. We also ask that you help out President Wells by pointing out where the cameras are located. She has indicated to me that she does not yet know all of your parents and friends, but she's working on it. So please help her out. That being said, we do have a grand paparazzi. John, please. John is back there. Yet another standing ovation for John. He's standing and you're making an ovation. That's great. So as you go up, graduates, you will go up the ramp and you will get your degree from the president. Please have a look at John first, and then your 12 personal photographers can take over. On demande aux paparazzi et aussi aux mamarazzi, c'est-à-dire les membres de votre famille et vos amis, de ne pas traverser les cordons bleus qui ont été installés dans les allées, afin que nos diplômés puissent se rendre sur scène en toute sécurité. Veuillez noter que nous prenons notre temps afin que vous puissiez saisir le moment en photo. On vous demande d'aider la rectrice et en identifiant l'emplacement de vos photographes personnels. La lumière sur scène rend la chose parfois difficile. Nous vous demandons donc de regarder John, le photographe officiel, qui va prendre la première photo, et lorsqu'il aura terminé, il vous fera signe, et votre horde de photographes personnels pourront prendre le dessus. Following Convocation, all guests are invited to a reception in Alumni Hall, and as you develop your pictures and you realize that maybe they're not as great as you thought they were, there are some Laurentian backdrops upstairs at the Alumni Hall where you can take pictures and take a bit more time to get that. You should also know that Convocation, for those who weren't able to make it here, is live webcasted through the university's webcast at laurentienne.ca. And those who want to tweet, because it seems that those still may be useful if you're an elected officer at least, or X, and we're using hashtag Voyageur2025. Okay, so today, this morning, I spoke with Mohit. Mohit, you're still there? Okay. In theory, when I met Mohit, he was the first one to go on stage, and now I'm not as sure. But Mohit, you have to go with the flow, so do I. Essentially, Mohit knows the drill, so it's for everyone else. So you will be asked to line up over here. Each of you has received a little card. You give it to the card reader behind me. The dean, who will be at the podium, will name your name. At that point, you go up the ramp to the president. She will have your degree at hand. She will give you your degree. You will smile for John, and then you can look around for your own photographers. Once that's done, there's a set of stairs. You go down the stairs and find your original seat. Easy enough for university graduates. Après la cérémonie, vous êtes invités à une réception dans le Salon des Anciens, 2 étages au-dessus d'où on se trouve présentement. Donc, si vos photos lors de la graduation ne sont pas telles que vous les aimiez, vous pouvez prendre des photos avec des bannières de la Laurentienne comme toile de fond. Sachez également que la cérémonie est diffusée en direct sur le site web de l'Université, laurentienne.ca, pour ceux et celles qui n'ont pas pu se rendre avec nous. Si vous désirez envoyer des messages sur Twitter ou sur X, vous pouvez le faire avec le mot-clic Voyageur avec un S 2025. We would like to welcome the following special guests at today's ceremony. Nous avons le privilège d'accueillir les dignitaires suivants aujourd'hui à la cérémonie. As I present our special guests, I'll ask them to rise and be acknowledged. Lorsque je nomme les invités spéciaux, je leur demanderai de se lever quelques instants pour être reconnus. Madame Dawn Madibi Leach, on-doc recipient. Monsieur Jay Barbeau, Vice Chair of the Laurentian University Board of Governors. Monsieur André Gay, membre du Conseil des gouverneurs. J'invite maintenant Mme Lynn Wells, rectrice et vice-chancelière de l'Université Laurentienne, à présenter son allocution à la classe finissante. I would invite Dr. Lynn Wells, President and Vice-Chancellor at Laurentian University, to address the graduating class.
Oh, merci, Serge. Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour, Ani, Kwekwe, Wache, and welcome to Laurentian University. What a wonderful day this is. We're so happy to have all of you with us. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous cet après-midi. As the registrar mentioned, this is a special year for Laurentian University. It's our 65th anniversary, which makes it extra special for us, but of course, very special for all of you graduating today. It's a great honor to stand before you today as the President and Vice-Chancellor of this wonderful university. Aujourd'hui, nous célébrons votre réussite, votre détermination et votre cheminement jusqu'à ce moment. At Laurentian, we talk a lot about the importance of community, and today that feels very vibrant in this room with all of you here to celebrate together. Nous sommes ici aujourd'hui pour vous célébrer. Nous sommes ici pour reconnaître tous vos efforts, vos sacrifices et votre courage. I'd like to share an Anishinaabe word that we use at Convocation, Gimamakwe Namigo, which is a word that means congratulations on a very special achievement. Gimamakwe Namigo, which means félicitations, congratulations, graduates. I hope that word will help ground you not only to this ceremony, but to a tradition and a land with deep meaning. At Laurentian University, we are situated on the traditional lands of the Atikameksheng Anishinaabeg and the nearby Wanapitei First Nation, and we strive to honor our connections with those communities and with First Peoples everywhere. And you will have seen some manifestations of that commitment. The registrar spoke about our beautiful Eagle staff. I want to thank Haley for starting us with a beautiful song in a good way. We had the land acknowledgement read in Anishinaabe by our Associate Vice President, Academic and Indigenous Programs. And you'll see that I'm wearing this beautiful medallion that was gifted to me last year when I became the president of Laurentian University. These are all, as said, signs and symbols of our commitment here at Laurentian to reconciliation with Indigenous people. So I have a question for our graduates, and I've gotten variable responses over the week, so let's see how you respond. How many of you know exactly what you're going to do after graduation? That's pretty good, maybe 50%. Okay, that's about right. And that's great. If you know exactly what you're going to do, good for you. You've got a clear path. But for those of you who are still figuring that out or kind of wondering where you're going to go next, that's just fine. I'm sure that when you look at all these people in these fancy robes up here, myself, the provost, our deans, the vice president of research, members of our board, you know, all these august personalities, you think, I bet those people knew exactly where they were going to do all of their lives. We did not, I can tell you. I started off doing what I loved best, which was reading books. And I thought, well, I better do something that allows me to read books all day. So I went and did a degree in English and French literature. And I enjoyed that so much I did a second degree, which was a master's degree. And then I had to figure out how to make a living, pay for my apartment and so on. And I ended up through all sorts of misadventures being the assistant to a university president when I was 25 years old. And from that person, I learned a great deal about leadership in university, but in life. And that kind of stuck in the back of my mind. And as I went on to become a professor, to become a researcher, I knew that there was something in my path that would lead me back to leadership. And part of that path took me through several years working with First Nations people. So all of those experiences combined brought me here today. But I can tell you, when I was your age, I could never have foreseen that this is where I would end up. So follow your path, follow your passion. You will absolutely end up somewhere good. To our change makers, our graduates, whether you're healthcare workers, Indigenous leaders, or educators, you've chosen careers that are all in the service of others. You've learned how to listen deeply, speak clearly, and advocate passionately. All of you have decided to take on major challenges that face our society today and to make our world a better place, and we thank you for that. Suivez votre cœur. Prenez le temps de vous connaître. Les chemins les plus inattendus peuvent parfois mener aux plus grandes découvertes. Comme vous, la Laurentienne a vécu des moments difficiles. Comme vous, elle serait redéfinie. Nous sommes prêts pour la suite et nous espérons que vous serez très fiers de ce que l'université deviendra. Know that your family here at Laurentian University will always be proud of your achievements, and we hope that you will always call yourself a proud graduate. Our new leadership team has been hard at work transforming the university, developing new partnerships, and focusing on improving the student experience. En terminant, sachez que nous sommes tellement fiers de vous. Vos professeurs, les membres du personnel et toute la communauté universitaire partagent la joie de ce moment avec vous. I hope you leave here not only with knowledge, but with experiences that have shaped you in good ways, some friendships that will last a lifetime, a great sense of pride, and a new way of seeing the world. Au nom de toute la communauté de la Laurentienne, félicitations. Nous vous souhaitons un avenir brillant, rempli de joie et de succès. Congratulations, félicitations, Gimi Makwe Yamigo.
J'inviterai maintenant M. Dominique Baudry à venir présenter Mme Dawn Maraby Leach au doctorat en droit honoris causa. I would now invite Mr. Dominique Baudry to present Dawn Maraby Leach to the honorary doctorate in law honoris causa.
Hello again. Abja geni geçinendam nongama pinani bua kina amengok gigishtaik mampi kina mage gamgong abjigo gegat mami kwan menam kina ekonomag zijek abjigo geçipiten lagot mampi ajek kina mago ingegi the maji doin we kina mage wen maji nakpi tage ingegi pe minage go abje bekish geni mami kwandam minwa geçinendam Wimnash Chigazit, Nagaman Pimaba, and Shnabekwe, Don Madabi Leach, and Kaza, Ande Kamanikaning, G, Mina, Wawaskinaga, Gitchinendam Skating Igwaj Megwa, Vangishan Stabeke, Gig Dam and P, Nangashkonakwek. Good afternoon to you all. It is an honor and a privilege to introduce Don Madabi Leach, Honorary Doctorate of Laws. Don Madabi Leach is a proud member of the Ondak Amnikaning First Nation on Manitoulin Island in Ontario, where she has served as a member of her community's elected council. Since 1988, she has been general manager of the Wabatek Business Development Corporation, an Indigenous financial institution that provides financing and economic services to Indigenous entrepreneurs and First Nations communities throughout northeastern Ontario. Under her leadership, Wabatek has proudly invested more than $180 million in nearly 4,000 Aboriginal businesses who experience a business success rate of 94%. Ms. Madabi Leach studied at York University and Laurentian University, where she earned a degree in political science with a minor in law. Dawn shares her knowledge and expertise on various boards and committees, including the National Indigenous Economic Development Board, where she currently serves as the chair. She also serves on the boards of the Peace Hills Trust Company, Neo Bay Minerals Incorporated, TC Energy, the Day Ned He Group of Companies, and the new Indigenous Center of Excellence for Mineral Development. She worked alongside national Indigenous organizations to develop the 2022 National Indigenous Economic Strategy for Canada, the first national strategy of its kind authored exclusively by Indigenous people. Dawn's work has been acknowledged by the Canadian Council for Aboriginal Business, that honored her with the 2023 Business Lifetime Achievement Award. She also received the 2020 Inspire Award in the Business and Commerce category and was celebrated as one of Canada's 100 most powerful women by the Women's Executive Network. She has been a speaker at international forums in Australia, Chile, New Zealand, Sweden, Taiwan, Paris, Germany, throughout the US, and at the UN on Indigenous economic development. Dawn is also extremely engaged in her Anishinaabe culture and is a traditional dancer and a stout advocate for Indigenous peoples in general, Indigenous businesses, and First Nations, believing strongly that First Nations culture, language, and economic development is the way forward for First Nations and future generations. Please put your hands together as we welcome Dr. Dawn Madabi Leach.
In the name of the University, on the recommendation of the Senate and the Board of Governors, I admit you to the degree of law honoris causa with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereto appertaining. Au nom de l'Université et sur recommandation du Sénat et du Conseil des gouverneurs, confère le titre de docteur honoris causa en droit, honneur et privilèges qui s'y rattachent.
Again, please put your hands together for Dr. Dawn Madabi Leach. She will address us with her words for today. Miigwech.
Ani bonjour kinuia. Bidab Indigenous, Jijak Dodem, Wigwas Kiniga Donjaba, Andek Amdekaning, Dida, Anishinaabe Indao. It is my sincere honor to be here today. I acknowledge this special place of learning situated on the beautiful lands and traditional territories of the Robinson-Huron Treaty and the Atikameksheng and Wanapate First Nations. I wish to recognize the Laurentian President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Lynn Wells. I recognize the members of the University Board of Governors, and especially the graduating class of 2025. Gitchinendam, I'm so proud of you all. My standing here today is a testament to reconciliation in action. I am the daughter of Olive McGregor, who attended the residential school in Spanish Ontario for all of her education, her 12 years of education. And I'm the daughter of Roman Balash, who worked in the mines here in Inco for 45 years. I was the firstborn of 11 children, some of whom are with me here today. Our family had tough times, and we lived in poverty. At times even, we were homeless. And I only share that with you all because no matter where you come from, you still have an opportunity to get education and to achieve your best. My siblings and I all graduated from college or university, mainly because of the tenacity of our mother, who would hitchhike 20 kilometers in the middle of a stormy winter night to our school's parent-teachers meetings. She'd go there to find out how we were doing in school. And we all knew, because of that and the effort she took, we had better do well or we'd be in a lot of trouble. I'm also here today with my supportive husband, Reggie Leach, and my beautiful daughter, Crystal. She once told me that intergenerational trauma from residential school experienced by my family ended with her. To me, that was very powerful in many ways. It means that we are on the path to taking our rightful place in this country. I am honored to be a Laurentian University alumni. It is true that when you achieve your post-secondary education, doors of opportunity open for you. When I graduated, I never would have thought that for nearly 40 decades, I'd be heading up a financial institution that has invested nearly $180 million in 4,000 First Nation entrepreneurs, and that I'd become an advocate for Indigenous businesses worldwide. This work has actually taken me to 52 countries. It has also benefited the economy of Northeast Ontario through the investments we've made, as well as through the new services we have developed. 4,000 businesses have developed a lot of services. So I always like to remind everybody that First Nations are strong contributors to regional economies. I never expected to become a participant at leadership tables with our First Nations, with prime ministers, with premiers, and with corporate CEOs. But I realized that someone needed to speak up to ensure Indigenous people have input at the decision-making level. Real leadership comes from that inner voice that pushes you along. And I truly believe that that is the voice of our ancestors guiding us. And it pushes you to move from conceptualizing to actualizing, making things happen, to act on your plans. To the graduates today, I encourage you to recognize your gifts, create a vision, know your purpose, to scare yourself a little bit every day with trying new things, and to be the change agent for positive change in your community. The world needs educated people now, more than ever. And remember that you are a role model to the young ones, so carry yourself with honor and kindness always. And if we need a doctor in the house, I'm now available. Miigwech.
Thank you very much, Dr. Leach, and I will call for an appointment tomorrow. J'inviterai maintenant Madame Jennifer Johnson, doyenne de la Faculté des Arts, à venir présenter le nom des diplômés de sa faculté. I now would like to invite Dr. Jennifer Johnson, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, to present the names of the graduates from her faculty.
Madam President and Vice Chancellor, by authority of the Senate, I have the honor to present for their degrees those whose names will be announced, that they may receive their degrees at your hands. Madame la rectrice et vice-chancelière, en vertu de l'autorité du Sénat, j'ai l'honneur de présenter à leur grade les aspirants dont leurs noms suivent afin que vous leur confériez ce titre. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, au Baccalauréat et Arts, Alexis Abello, magna cum laude. Renee Ebanks, cum laude. Emily Lem. Mohit Parmar. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Honors, au Baccalauréat et Arts spécialisés, Ashley DeForge. Lucien Muzilla. Rebecca Otis, magna cum laude. George Phillip, magna cum laude. I now invite Dean Jennifer Scott to present candidates from the Faculty of Health and Education.
Au baccalauréat en éducation, Moya Akafu. Cum laude. Noba Amalan Ano, cum laude. Simeon Badu, cum laude. Matthew Barbosa, cum laude. Madison Boileau, cum laude. Eric Bourassa, cum laude. Alexa Breton, cum laude. Jasmine Caron, cum laude. Catherine Contant, magna cum laude. Brandon Coutu, cum laude. Ingeta Ekra, cum laude. Ahmed Fofana, cum laude. Jason Fowles, magna cum laude. Sally Frangier, magna cum laude. Nathalie Gagnon-Huis, magna cum laude. Ingrid Gwencam Camonnier, cum laude. Kwasi Max Rodrigue Kadja, avec distinction. Danielle Kerr, magna cum laude. Kylie Kilgannon Smith, cum laude. Giselle Coffey, cum laude. Salimata Kwaku, cum laude. Boca Kwame, cum laude. Brianna Lafreniere, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Lamoureux, magna cum laude. Chiara Larocque, cum laude. Alexis Leclerc, cum laude. Karine Lévesque, magna cum laude. Maximilian Loico, cum laude. Sébastien Mayette, cum laude. Martine Mallette Thériault, magna cum laude. Danica Miville, cum laude. Jessica Indri, cum laude. Alain Nogbu, cum laude. Émilie Ouellette, magna cum laude. Brittany Pepin, cum laude. Raphaël Picard Gagné, cum laude. Kwaku Komoe Abraham Sahwiri, cum laude. Skylar Savage Perrault, cum laude. Kira Smythe, magna cum laude. Janelle Saint-Jean, cum laude. Lara Tagafwet Makemgio, cum laude. Adjaratu Touré. Hippolyte Touré, avec distinction. Salimata Traoré, cum laude. Nicolas Tremblay, cum laude. Katarina Valancic, magna cum laude. Megan Vincent, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ziegler, cum laude. For the degree of Honors Bachelor of Indigenous Social Work, Mejabin Abidi, magna cum laude. Rose Agbor Mambo, magna cum laude. Paige Belanger, magna cum laude. Becky Bessayon, cum laude. Kayla Brazo, cum laude. Rihanna Buchanan, cum laude. Ainsley Campbell, cum laude. Michaela Castle. Renee Chalifou, magna cum laude. Donna Day, cum laude. Carla Devlin. Emma Duffy, cum laude. Crystal Dujon-Riboul. Sarah Edwardville, cum laude. Tammy Gagnon. Taylor Grisdale, magna cum laude. Helen Hendricks, magna cum laude. Tawakalitu Ibe, cum laude. Isabel Ines, cum laude. Naomi Jones, cum laude. Tanya Lafontaine, cum laude. Emma LaRose, cum laude. Hunter LeMay, magna cum laude. Shania Linklater, cum laude. Brittany McDonald, cum laude. Chris Macmillan, magna cum laude. Natasha Mador. Honesty Manitowabi, magna cum laude. Jody Marison, cum laude. Kyla Martin, cum laude. Kenise McLean, magna cum laude. Kayla Melanson. Jennifer Mole, magna cum laude. Madison Morrison, magna cum laude. Keisha Nikan, magna cum laude. Christina Park, cum laude. Sarah Parr, magna cum laude. Leanne Peltier, cum laude. Sarah Prosiu. Brett Recollet. Roxanne Recollet, cum laude. Ariana Recollet Pitawanakwit, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Rhodes, cum laude. Shelby Lynn Ryu, magna cum laude. Aubrey Robichaud, magna cum laude. Lucia Ruskova. Amanda Secord, cum laude. Kayla Slow, magna cum laude. Abby Smith, magna cum laude. Sharon Snooks, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Stewart, cum laude. Megan Sutherland Hutchings, cum laude. Amber Talbot, magna cum laude. Ilana Van Meurs, magna cum laude. Renata Vasquez Mina, cum laude. Amanda Wheatung. Emily Windego. Brianna Young, cum laude. For the degree of Honors Bachelor of Social Work, au Baccalauréat spécialisé en service social, Roselaine Alexis, cum laude. Abby Boucher, cum laude. Anik Karet, magna cum laude. Julia Chimino, magna cum laude. Sydney Chimino. Marie Delva. Melovia Eminena. Elizabeth Hughes, magna cum laude. Haley Jenkinson, cum laude. Emmeline Coque Brisebois, cum laude. Catherine Magnan, cum laude. Thierry Monture, cum laude. Isabella Moulton, cum laude. Catherine Nadaski, cum laude. Paige Parker, cum laude. Alexandra Pearson Letendre, cum laude. Avery Plant, cum laude. Shannon Lynn Speck Moxham. Marie-Gilles Talbot, magna cum laude. Amanda Tessier, magna cum laude. Kyra Van Dellen. Ablavi Vianu. Adrian Wiseman, cum laude. For the degree of Master of Indigenous Relations, Maya Burke. Connor LaFortune. For the degree of Master of Social Work à la Maîtrise en service social, it is with great sorrow, but also with the intention of recognizing great achievement, that we award the degree of Bachelor of Indigenous Social Work posthumously to Gabrielle Baronet. Accepting the degree was her mother, Monique, and her son, Matteo.
Okay. Whew, that was a lot, wasn't it? So, this is one of the best parts of the ceremony. Would the graduating class please rise? Les classes finissantes voudront bien se lever. In the name of the University and by the authority of the Senate, I proclaim that you are the holders of the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining to your degrees. Au nom de l'Université et en vertu de l'autorité du Sénat, je proclame que vous détenez tous les droits, honneurs et privilèges attachés à vos titres. Congratulations, félicitations.
Prière de vous asseoir, s'il vous plaît. Please be seated. So, well done once again. Mohit, you were a good substitute, and Alexis actually took over. So, well done, Alexis. You're a magna cum laude, so it showed. You put theory into practice, and well done. Tout au long de la cérémonie, ça ne m'a pas échappé de l'idée que beaucoup d'étudiants ici sont en service social, social work. And I think one of the first jobs of the social worker is to know the family network. And so you got some pretty good insight today as to who is who in the auditorium, right? Son, daughter, etc. So very good. Take notes, you'll need them. Tout au long de la cérémonie, on a utilisé beaucoup de termes en latin. Les universités ont une histoire de plusieurs centaines d'années. So Latin was used at the ceremony because universities have a centuries-old tradition. And so to try to explain a bit what those Latin terms mean, I'm going to use an analogy. Donc pour essayer d'expliquer la terminologie en latin, je vais prendre une analogie, puis c'est celle des sports. So every student who is here graduating today, I consider to be an athlete. And in all athletic competitions, there are different types of athletes. But at a minimum, you managed to pass kindergarten, which is the toughest grade of all, made it through high school, and now you're a university graduate. So congratulations to all of our graduates. So as with athletes, comme pour les athlètes, some are faster or jump higher or longer than others. And in academics, we call them cum laude. Donc, on a ajouté la désignation cum laude à votre titre. Cum laude translates into with praise, avec distinction. And I equate those to provincial level athletes. So congratulations to cum laude recipients. And, not to be outdone, there were a whole lot of magna cum laudes in the ceremony today, and that's with very high praise, avec très haute distinction. So congratulations to all athletes, and these magna cum laudes I consider to be national caliber athletes. So congratulations to all, but mostly, or in particular, to magna and cum laude. So congratulations. We had a few master's students. On avait 3 étudiants à la maîtrise, and so I consider master's level students to be Olympic level athletes. So congratulations to the master's recipients. Et en parlant des Olympiques, il y a des étudiants qui viennent d'un peu partout dans le monde pour venir ici à la Laurentienne. So students come from a bit all over the world, just like the Olympics, to attend here at Laurentian. And before the ceremony, had a look at the files. I'm registrar, I have access, don't worry. I'm hoping they're here, mais en tout cas, on the list, Cameroon. Côte d'Ivoire. This one is a stretch, there was one. France. He's back home drinking wine. Can't say I blame him. And they come from as far away as Timmins. Depuis bien avant le début de la pandémie de la COVID, l'Université Laurentienne avait un grand nombre de programmes en ligne. And so well before COVID, Laurentian was a leader in online delivery of programs and courses. So, by a show of hands from the graduates, who here is at their very first time on campus? So congratulations to the distance athletes. Not easy to do. Hein? Si vous avez déjà essayé d'étudier en ligne, it's a very, very difficult thing to do, to motivate yourself and to go through one course, let alone a full degree. So félicitations, vraiment très mérité. On me demande pas, mais j'offre de faire quelques commentaires plus ou moins rattachés à la cérémonie. Mais l'Université Laurentienne est reconnue pour sa recherche. On a notre directrice à la recherche qui est ici. On parlait avant la cérémonie que des profs ici font des études sur, depuis que la COVID, on se rend compte que les moufettes ne veulent plus être en couple. La conclusion, c'est qu'elles ne peuvent plus se sentir. That is not going to deter me. Recently, I've had a series of people calling my cell phone number, and I'm not going to give it to you, and all they were doing was sneezing and coughing and then hanging up. And I'm growing tired of these cold calls. Good. I keep going. So this one's a bit more of a stretch, but I think my mom is actually putting some glue on my dad's gun collection. I'm not judging. He has guns, and that's okay. She's denying it, but he's sticking to his guns. Merci, merci. Tough crowd. Speaking of tough crowd, Sudbury is getting tougher and tougher every day, I find. Maybe it's your first time in Sudbury. I don't want to give you a bad opinion. But I just saw a burglar kicking down his own door on my street. It's the new wave of working from home. Et il y a beaucoup d'étudiants ici au BED qui vont enseigner à des classes l'an prochain. Kindergarten was my favorite year. I say it often. It took me 3 years to get out, but it doesn't matter. So as you teach these kindergarten children, and if a child refuses to take a nap, because that's the nice part of kindergarten, are you going to say that they're refusing arrest? You won't. OK. J'invite maintenant Christine Murray, titulaire d'un baccalauréat SAR de l'Université Laurentienne, à souhaiter la bienvenue au niveau diplômé, nouvelle diplômée, au nom de l'Association des anciens. I now call upon Kristen Murray, a Bachelor of Arts graduate from Laurentian University, to welcome the new graduates on behalf of the Alumni Association.
All right. This thing has pockets. All the ladies would love it. My jokes don't have to go over well, that's okay. Thank you. Wache misoe kichitawi siwin mikaso squeo nesnakazen. Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Murray. My spirit name is Secret Eagle Woman. I'm from Timmins and a graduate of Laurentian University. So good afternoon, esteemed faculty, honored guests, proud families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It is both a privilege and a profound honor to stand before you today as an alumnus of this extraordinary institution. À tous les diplômes ici présents, je dis bravo pour votre persévérance et votre détermination. Ces moments marquent le début d'une nouvelle aventure remplie de promesses et de défis. To those of you sitting here in your cap and gowns, savoring the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and resilience, congratulations. This is your day, and you've earned it. As I look around the room, I'm reminded of the energy, enthusiasm, and ambition that comes alongside achieving this milestone. Today, as you prepare to step into the next chapter of your lives, I want to share a few reflections of my own journey, a journey that started right where you are sitting now. When I completed my degree, Laurentian University, I was an adult learner. I vividly recall the blend of pride and apprehension. The path ahead was still uncertain, but my journey had endowed me with a solid foundation. An education that not only furnished me with knowledge, but also fostered resilience, adaptability, and a deep belief in the power of lifelong learning. Life, I've learned, is not a straight path. There will be breathtaking highs and formidable challenges. There will be moments that test your courage, your patience, and your character. But it is precisely in these moments that your education here will serve as a compass helping you navigate the unknown. I want to share a story from my own professional life. I didn't plan on going to university as a 36-year-old single mom of two while serving on Timmins City Council and working full-time and coaching ringette. What I was actually trying to do was obtain my status card. My cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my granny, my mom all had their status cards. I'm a registered member now of Chapleau Cree First Nation, very proud to be from my community. So I applied for my status card, and it was taking nearly 2 years, that process, which I found really odd because everyone in my family had their status cards. And I would think that the government of Canada has a really robust database to track who is status or not. I remember calling Indigenous Services Canada, at the time, probably a different name, they changed their name often, many times, probably once a week. And one day I felt compelled to ask, what is it that I could be doing to expedite this process? And the lady on the phone said to me, you either have to have a medical condition or you can apply for postsecondary. And I thought, wow, that's it, okay. So I applied, not thinking I would get in, not knowing I would get in, but I got in. And what I applied for was the BA in Equity, Diversity, and Human Rights, because I felt at that point in time, I felt so compelled as an Indigenous person to make sure that my education was going to be put to use. Thinking about equity, diversity, and human rights and the impact I would have once I have my degree to carry that forward. I also thought, what the heck am I thinking? I'm already busy enough. But as frustrating as that experience was to have waited such a great length of time and to have to jump through some creative hoop, it taught me that even through the most frustrating of experiences, something beautiful and well-deserved can happen. Not only did I get my status card, I earned a degree, and I pass on that little tip to others who are in the process of obtaining their status cards. For all the social workers in the room, I practiced social work for quite some time, social service work to be correct, in the city of Timmins. In 2001, I attended college, and in 2003, I graduated. And I was a placement student at an organization called Kanawanamanal Child and Family Services. Throughout that time, worked in the field for about 15 years, and in 2018, the Human Rights Commissioner came to the city of Timmins, and at that point in time, had relayed very publicly that the city of Timmins displayed pervasive racism towards Indigenous people. And in 2018, I ran for the city of Timmins Council, and I was elected with the most votes. So as the first First Nation person, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I think it was the day before the submission. I put tobacco down, and I said, if this is meant for me, it'll come. And if it's not meant for me, that's okay. My daughter, who's up there, was I call them my campaign managers. So I had my 2 daughters with me the entire time. And the premise of the campaign was not to take anything away from them to achieve this goal. And I never ever did. I didn't waver from who I was. I met with elders prior to, and they said, never change who you are. Stay true to who you are as you take this on. And being in the public eye is not always as awesome as some people might think, but it has been very impactful. And I must say that I share that because I had, in my opinion at the time, no business being in politics. But the base of being a social service worker, a social worker, we are advocates, we're helpers, we're people, we make change. And I look to you to not limit who you become, because the limits are endless. There's many things, and I never thought that I would be a city councillor serving my 2nd term, but here I am. Thank you. And when I hear our new doctor, Madavi Leach, talk about what happens after university, I graduated in May 2022, and a few short weeks later, I became the mayor of the city of Timmins. Yeah. Not through getting my degree, just so you know, in case people but it just so happened that way. And sometimes we don't know what we're going to become, what we're going to do, but amazing things do happen. And I shared a little bit before that in 2003, I was a placement student at an organization, and now I'm the executive director. The world today needs your talents more than ever, your creativity, your innovation, your compassion. Whether you're stepping into a field that you're deeply passionate about or still exploring where your place in the world is, know that your contributions matter. You have the ability to inspire, to build bridges, to make a difference in ways big or small. But as you aim for success, remember to define it for yourself. So success is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is as unique as each of you. For some, it may mean climbing to the top of your profession. For others, it may mean making a meaningful impact within your community or striking a balance between your personal and professional lives. As you leave this campus, remember that while this chapter closes, you are forever a part of this institution's legacy. Stay connected. Give back when you can, whether it's your time, your expertise, or your encouragement to future students, because this community, this network, is one of the greatest gifts your alma mater offers. Before I conclude, let me ask you to take a moment to thank those who have supported you, your families, your friends, your mentors, and your professors. None of us achieves anything alone, and their belief in you has been a cornerstone of your journey. To the graduating class of 2025, go forth with confidence and courage. Embrace the unknown with curiosity. Build a life that reflects your values and passions. You are the dreamers, the doers, the leaders of tomorrow. I cannot wait to see what you'll become and what you'll achieve. Congratulations once again. The future is yours to create.
Merci beaucoup, Kristen. Before we conclude, I'd like to remind graduates, families, and friends that you're all invited to a reception in Alumni Hall, situated 2 floors above where we are currently in Fraser Building. Après la cérémonie, nous vous invitons, diplômés, familles amis et amis, à une réception au Salon des Anciens, situé 2 étages au-dessus de nous. Nous demandons aussi aux familles ainsi qu'aux amis d'attendre que la procession de l'estrade et les gradués aient quitté l'auditorium avant de sortir. We would kindly ask family and friends to wait for the platform party to exit the stage and to let the graduates file out before you yourselves leave the auditorium. Je vous demanderai maintenant de vous lever pour chanter l'hymne national dans la langue de votre choix. Please rise as you can to sing the national anthem in the language of your choice.
Okay, everybody. Thank you all again for being here. The registrar was talking about Latin, how there's a little Latin in the ceremony, so I get to say the 3 final words in Latin. Convocatio dismissa est, which means convocation is over. C'est l'heure de célébrer. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for being here.